The campaign mode doesn't really have a specific storyline because you are
The way you said that. The campaign.
You go out there and start this time. Hello and welcome to REWiND Gaming. I'm Liam.
And I'm Cam. Today on the menu are two extraordinary games, each in their own way. Limbo, a puzzle platformer, Cortex Command, a strategy-based game, and also gaming news. First up is Cortex Command, a Steam game by Data Realms. Cortex Command is a fairly new game, only in 1.0, and was released September 2012. It's a side-scrolling strategy where the player takes control of a central brain that can call in soldiers and supplies.
There are various game modes, choosing whether a player can be in a defense mode or command or full assault on enemy soldiers.
There are 4 factions that the player can choose from, ranging from the techie-on, an expensive but resourceful team, to the dummy faction, a cheap but weak army.
The campaign mode doesn't really have a specific storyline, and it's really just a lengthened skirmish mode. The player can see certain gold sites around the planet and keep control of them, while being bombarded with attack from CPUs.
The government has passed the R18 classification law, which will change the content allowed into our different categories, allowing games with higher sexual and violent content. On average, 2 to 3 games are banned each year in Australia, and this will uncensor a lot of MA15 games, which are nerfed for Australia. People are saying that there will be fractures in the law, with states like South Australia slapping R18 stickers on their MA15 games, and the Northern Territory with their X rating.
It's good news for gamers, seeing as though most games are being censored, and this will let a new age of gaming dawn.
Limbo is a personal favourite of mine. You take the role of an unnamed character who wakes up in the middle of a forest to find your sister. The game is a puzzle solver, but mainly revolves around the artwork and music that displays an eerie horror feel to it.
Limbo is a puzzle-oriented game with a simple jump and grab functions. The devs describe this as a real trial and death game where you'll find out the answer to a puzzle by ruling out the others through means of death.
Limbo can be very gruesome at times. Though nerfed, it is still quite disturbing to see a little boy being decapitated by a bear trap. Or shredded to pieces by a wood saw. The puzzles have a complexity about them that keeps the player's mind open to anything that comes their way. E.g. getting past a giant spider by trapping its legs in a bear trap that you can only find when the spider snaps its leg down onto the ground, knocking the trap out of a tree.
The game focuses on artwork and soundtrack to converse what's happening to the player into the dialogue of the characters. It's an open story, and the devs leave it to the player to figure out what's happening for themselves.
Overall, I'm going to give this game a 9.5 because of its spectacular visuals, perfectly placed soundtrack, and pure awesomeness.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a 7.5. The puzzle was really stimulating, and it was enjoyable to play.
Stimulate.
Till what?
Yeah, why are you in here?
Oh,
This
we're
is
doing
Barbara, so we
a
could be in
English
here.
thing.
English.
So is it alright if we still use this room?
Yes, it is.
We just got another 2 minutes on it.
Oh, yes. Well, that's all we have time for this week. Next week on REWiND Gaming, we review Isaac and EVE Online.
See you next time on REWiND Gaming.
We are done. We are done, dusted, and dead.